For the next 2 days I'm gonna be free soloing an exposed and scenic ridge, summiting 9 mountains along the way and spending the night on top of the highest one. I'm running a bit late, but now that the winter has ended, I've got a significantly lighter backpack, and that's what I'm counting on to get myself up there ideally before the sunset, but I'd also be just happy if I summit while there's still some light left. Oh, nice. Seems a bit unnecessary since you could cross it just fine without a bridge, but why not? Piggy, piggy, piggy. How do you open this thing? Oh. It's a clever design. Okay, that's the ridge I'm aiming for. I'll be summiting a total of 9 peaks, but only 2 of those have got official names. The first and the last one. All of the in-between aren't even named on any maps. I mean, they've got names, but you have to do a bit of research to find them. Despite the not so optimistic forecast, turned out to be quite a nice day after all. Whoa. 9 peaks might sound like a lot, but it's only one section of what forms the longest ridge in Slovenia. But it is the hardest section, so that's why I'm here. Finally out in the open. Oh, according to my maps, I'm over halfway. But the chances of catching the sunset, I almost said sunrise, are very slim. It doesn't make this any less enjoyable though. These transitions from under the trees to these wide open grassy fields are so cool. These flies, not so much. Whoa, look at that. There's a whole swarm of them. They're everywhere. Holy shit. The locusts. If you haven't been paying much attention, it's looking at the chamois, and then you look up and see the summit. It's right in front of me already. Okay, this sun isn't going to stick around forever. I gotta ramp up the speed. If I paid for the whole speedometer, I'm gonna use the whole speedometer. Oh. Oh. Holy wowzers moly. Okay, too soon to celebrate. Got a bit more. What does it say? Can't see that far anymore. I'm getting old. 15 minutes. Let's make it 5. Can hear a heli. There's a chopper to be heard, but not to be found. Sunset secured. Oh, I didn't think that was actually gonna happen. I gave myself a 10% chance of gonna catch it. But sometimes 10 is enough. Gotta catch up on the liquids now. It's not the most spectacular sunset, but just as satisfying. Okay, now that we're at the top, we've got most of the physical part over. All we've got left is the technical part. Well, there's still gonna be some ups and downs, but I've done most of the vertical meters already, so yeah, just the good stuff left for tomorrow. Let's make it count. You weren't at the top if you didn't sign yourself in. What's that? Oh, there's a new one. I better start cooking some lunch while we've still got some daylight. Today's menu: hot dogs. Just like with the groceries. No matter how short the trip is, you always gotta make it one trip. If you don't obey the grocery rules, the boogeyman's gonna get you. Go away. With a knife. Probably can't hear it on camera, but it's such an obnoxious sound. Bzzz all over the place. Big thanks to my dad for sharpening the knife. Now I can't cut on rocks anymore. Oh, thanks, Dad. Look what you did. I was better off with a dull knife. Something like that. Just hovering around. Gotta patch up my clumsy ass now. Whoa. Go away. It's not much, but I was told if you're bleeding, you're gonna get eaten by a shark. So, that's happening. In the US, that would be a hefty bill to pay. I'm gonna camp myself here just below the summit, or next to the summit. I think that's as good as we're gonna get, but I do need to put some rocks around because there's a drop on this side and a tumble on this side, and I do tend to walk around in my sleep, so there's that. Oh, I just put shivers down my spine. Okay, completo, finito. Of course, I forgot to press record and missed half of the building process, but it's done now, so I'm definitely not gonna do it again. You know what? I think I'm gonna place some more rocks here for wind protection, because the wind's coming from that side. So. Yeah. So it's gonna be a lot more graceful than that. Well, finished just before midnight. Why? Why do you have to do this just before I go to sleep? Oh, nightmare fuel. Oh. Okay, I'm gonna get my 4 hours of beauty sleep and see you in the morning. Bye bye. Good morning. Spent way too much time yesterday putting up these rocks because during the night I wished for some wind. It was so hot that I don't think I slept more than, I don't know, 30 minutes. And that might be a stretch. Luckily I went to sleep so late that the morning came soon. I already ate breakfast, so now I just gotta pack my stuff and the fun part begins. Return the mountain to its original shape to not ruin the aesthetics. I've got to go a bit downhill and then starts the ridge. I'm not even sure myself what the best direction to traverse this ridge is. Some do it from one side, some from the other, so it seems like it's fine from both. Once I get to the end I can give you my opinion on the matter. Before that, I can only guess. Sure is a magnificent one. Border between Slovenia and Austria. We've got Slovenia on this side and Austria behind here. The border goes right on top of this ridge. This is also where I leave the trail behind and slowly ease into climbing. Can already tell you I chose the wrong direction. Got the sun in my eyes. This might already be the first peak, but I've got no way to verify it. Guess we're just gonna have to take it as it is. Started up there. Very mellow so far, but this next one seems a bit more spicy. Yep, getting spicy. Okay, to be fair, you could bypass it here, but this looks really fun, so I'm gonna go for it. Might be standing on the second peak, but who knows. All I know is there's plenty more fun to be had. If I'm not mistaken, this next one should be climbed here, on this ramp. Yeah, not again. Looks like I scraped it somewhere. I have to repatch myself. Back to work. Straight up the so-called ramp. Can't tell you how much I miss this. Nice warm rock. Winter's nice and all, but for me there's nothing better than some good old rock, even if it's crumbly. Which is not even the case here. Pretty dang solid. Not all of it. Oops. Jeez Louise, that was nice. My favorite part so far. I guess that's another peak. That's number 4, I guess. I don't know. A bit easier terrain now, it looks like. The things I do for you guys. Up, down, up, down. I get seasick because of all the waves. Okay, before I continue, I'm gonna have a quick mango break. I had to take a moment there to truly appreciate being able to experience this. There's a movie quote that lives in my head rent-free. It goes, life moves pretty fast. If you don't stop and look around every once in a while, you might just miss it. So make sure to appreciate the small moments when they come, because they're not really that small. Let's take this rock for example. You never know what tomorrow brings. One day you're here, and the next day you're down there in shambles. Nature gave me the perfect example. Holding on by a thread. Alrighty, let's continue. Look at these figurines. Okay, I think that was the last difficult part of the route. From here it looks like a walk. Yep, it's a smooth road. I don't think there's gonna be much more action happening from here on, so I just fast forward to the top. And that's a wrap. The last of the bunch. Came a long way. Now if you'd ask me in which direction I'd go if I had to go again, I think I'd go the opposite way. In terms of difficulty it's pretty close, but the sun shining in your eyes the whole way made that decision for me. It was a good one, especially that first part. So fun. Those sharp ridges. Yeah. I want a sandwich, but I don't know if I want to turn the whole backpack upside down to get to it. Oh well. I'm just gonna have to feed off this view. There's been a lack of uploads from my side lately, and I know some of you might get worried whenever I don't post for a while, so I just wanted to let you know it's all good. I'm alive and well. I was just a bit busy with farm work at my uncle's and some house renovations, so I didn't find the time to pick up the camera. I do like to post once every 2 weeks, but it hasn't been working out lately, has it? But now the work is slowly coming to an end, so I think I should be able to return to my old schedule. or not. I've got some international plans over the summer, so I might be gone for a while, but don't worry. Stuff is happening behind the scenes. Huh? Looks like we've got company. There's 2 hikers coming up. The first 2 in 2 days. Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw some potential swimming spots on the way here, so I'm gonna take a look if I can make some use of that. It's about a 15-20 minute drive. First I gotta get down though, which is another 20 minutes or so.